Hi, this is Mitra Vikram Pandey, student ID 30373286. Today, I'm doing the presentation on my final assignment, which is system modeling. I take 2002. This is based on methodology approach on Australian Post. So, the introduction about methodology. Methodology is a workflow or framework that is adopted when carrying out a project. There are various techniques that can be used to realize a working systems, each developing on the nature of the system being developed. The Agile development is an effective technique that is gaining in popularity in helping developers and system analysts to realize effective and efficient application. There are numerous approaches towards Agile development. In the case of this, we will use Agile Scrum development approach. For this assignment, I have chosen Scrum development throughout my project. So selecting which techniques to follow require proper examination of the system features and requirements. So justification of the Scrum. Agile Scrum development has proven to be an effective framework in system design and development. This approach relies on increment development and uses sprints in realizing the final solutions. The following some like the followings are the key features involved when saying in the this approach, like especially this Scrum approach. The team members are grouped based on their skills. It involves performing an activity for a week or two. So Agile Scrum is a popular approach used by most developers these days. Over the years, the approach has been enhanced to realize better applications. So once a sprint activity is set, no additional feature can be added in unit completions. There is a demo from at the end each of the sprints. So uh, I'm talk I'm talking about the allies justification of this com, right? So it involves rigorous group meeting with an behold daily. This approach uses a user ethics approach. um, so iterations are performed in sprints, running once or two week long. The Scrum Master is challenged in selecting activities to be run in a particular sprint. Each of the team members, leaders, and the members contribute to realizing the system's requirements are met. So, moving to the Scrum applications, there are three distinct phases used when developing the subsystem 2. This includes the pre-game development and release phase. So talking about the pre-game phase, this can be the further subdivided into two activities, planned and string, right? The mission of the project while realizing the realizing the phase regarding renewing the password and lost TFN service. So one of the use case scenario captured in this phase renewing the password was client want to renew their password through the post centers and lost TFN. Lost TFN, the client applies for the TFN for the complaints of the tax obligation. For the cases of the subsystem developed, the tools used include the use case description, use case diagram, activity sequence diagram, which will help to capture the requirements of the system and flow of the information towards meeting of the requirements identifications. So continue on that. UML use case diagrams were efficient in modeling the use case scenarios. Others additional UML tools used in this project include the activity and sequence diagram. A screen design model was used in the present the use interface of the applications. So I have used screen design for my assignment to subsystem to for like better view of user interface design. So the user interface design is the system is simple and appealing to the users. From the design, simplicity was a key factor in ensuring the users can locate the system resource, thus increasing the usability of the system. The use case discussed can be deployed parallel to each other, since neither takes place. Scrum ensure that the team is divided based on the skill set. The members in charge of UX ensure that the design is simple and user certain. So number two is development. This phase involves coding the system components. This is achieved by grouping the team based on the skills such as database developers and UX designers. The activities were carried out in the sprint that runs for over a week. So number three is release. This is the final phase of the project where the system is released in the public. Post service such as maintenance and customer support is carried out in this phase. An additional activity that is mostly overlooked is the documentation. All the documentations are prepared in the phase, indicating the activities and feature achieved by the systems. The release phase does not only involve releasing the system for the final user. Additional activities such as collecting customer feedback, maintenance of the systems, and offering customer support falls under this phase. These functions helps ensure that the user are fully satisfied with the applications. So moving to the next reflection. So selecting a technique, the users to have understanding of the activities that needs to be carried out. It is important to select approach that is well known and established. This makes it easier to seek assistance and guides from online resources. So I'm doing the reflection of Scrum. So from the Perform project, using the Agile Scrum technique was profitable since it was easier to manage the project. One of the key advantages is that it that is runs on the principle of iterations, which ensure that all system requirements are captured. So Scrum methodology has a more elaborate and effective life cycle. There are three life cycles, each having a clear definition of the purpose and activities carried out in the phase. So so uh, so continuing doing the continue. So I want to talk about challenges. So the challenge have to be realized and mitigated earlier in the phase. Such challenge can make the team unable to meet the requirements or lead to misuse of resource. The major challenge just revolves around ensuring that the correct procedure is adhered to and that the team members collaborate with each other. So despite of the overwhelming adventure associated with this approach, there are challenges that were encountered when developing the desired system. This includes time management. In the case where team does not perform its sprint effectively, time is wasted when capturing and functionally in other sprints. Team management. So managing members of the team is team is a very important task in this case where the members are not in the same page. This leads to ineffectiveness and misuse of the resources. So final so overcoming the challenge. So overcoming the challenge was important in ensuring that the project goals and objectives were achieved. Some of the strategies include creating an environment where the teamwork was highly appreciated and rewarded, having a careful selected and the team members who can relate and work together ensure effect to be an effectiveness as I talked before. So an additional approach to this include proper management of the sprints. This is to ensure that all the details are captured before commencing a sprint in this saves on time. So lastly, strategies of overcoming the challenge include ensuring that the environment is well situated to accommodate the team. This includes the amicable environment. First thing, the Scrum Master has to appoint team heads in each of the groups. The team heads will advise and ensure that the team follows the predefined requirements. Observing these strategies will ensure the challenges are uh, migrated. So that's my final presentation. Thank you.